of you that are participating in the Total Body Challenge, I will give you all the code word at the end of the session. So stay tuned for that. Happy Wednesday, everyone. I hope you're all enjoying the nice weather. Beth, thank you so much for being with us this evening. I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you, Amelia. It's my pleasure to be here. And it was so
Hi, Beth.
Here. Hello. It's so great to hear.
I never met you before, have I?
I'm not sure. I can't see everybody that's talking, so I'm not sure who's talking to me right now, but it was so nice to hear everybody say happy Wednesday. And also today, this morning, there was a full moon. So it's a very special day. I'm not sure which one it is. I know it's almost strawberry season, so there is a strawberry moon, but we'll make sure that we have a couple of moon type poses this afternoon just to honor that. Amelia was very right. Make sure you have water nearby because it's very hot outside. And if you start to get thirsty, you're already dehydrated. So it's very, very important to kind of sip water whenever you can and don't get to the point where you're thirsty. So why don't we find our place on the mat? I'm going to back up right now so I can find my place on my mat. And if you have a blanket that you want to sit on rolled up, I'm going to sit on my block. So if you have a block, that works too. And just cross your legs in front so that your ankles are right set up along your center of your body. Okay. And if you want to, you can rock from side to side. And if any of you have dogs or cats, okay, you know how they kind of circle around before they lay down and settle in.
Hello, Amelia. Hello, Beth.
Hello. Okay, so you want to do that. We're being like cats and dogs, finding our place on the ground, on the floor, on the earth. And then take your hands and put them on your knees and just gently pull back as if you're trying to pull your knees into your hips. And notice how that makes your spine and your back very long and the top of your head goes up towards the ceiling. Okay, and then gently allow your hands to glide up onto your thighs and try to stay nice and tall. So you don't want to be rigid, but you want to have length in your spine. Very important. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale deeply. Bring the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale fully through the mouth. And let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. And 1 more time. And now I just invite you, if you'd like to close your eyes for a moment. Or if you're not going to close your eyes, just look forward of your mat towards the floor and allow your eyes to be restful. And just start to notice your breath for a couple minutes. We always think that yoga always has to do with the poses, but the breath is so important in yoga. We always want to make sure that we're taking nice deep breaths because that helps to stimulate the energy in your body. Okay, so just start to inhale and feel like you're sipping the air all the way down to your belly and let the belly expand. And then exhale and squeeze the belly button back towards the spine, trying to get all that excess stale air out. Again, inhale deeply. Exhale fully. And let's do 1 more time. Inhale deeply. And exhale fully. And now take a nice deep inhalation. And when you exhale, just drop your chin down to your chest. So continue to keep your spine nice and long, but let gravity pull your head down towards so that your chin comes down to your chest. And just feel that nice stretch down the back of the neck. Try to relax your face. Don't scrunch anything up. And take a few deep breaths here, enjoying that length down the back of the neck. And the next time you take a nice deep breath, roll your right ear over to your right shoulder. And if you'd like to, take that left hand and reach the fingertips down towards the floor. So you feel this nice stretch all the way down the left side of the neck. Inhale deeply, exhale fully. Okay, take one more nice deep inhalation, one deep breath, and then as you exhale, roll the chin down to the chest, replace that left hand, and as you inhale, roll the left ear to the left shoulder. And if you'd like to, take the right hand and reach the fingertips down towards the floor and feel that nice long stretch down the right side of the neck, taking deep breaths here. Now, you don't want to have any pain. So the neck rules here. You want to just move within your pain-free range. You want to feel a comfortable stretch, but no pain. Take a nice deep breath. And then as you exhale, bring the chin to the chest and slowly lift the head back up to neutral. So you're looking straight ahead. Bring the hands down to either side of you with your palms facing forward. Take a deep breath, reach for the sky. And then exhale, flip the palms down and press the energy down around you. And again, inhale, take up space here, get big. Exhale, press around you. And now one more time, inhale, reach for the sky and hold the hands up there, get as long as you can. And now pretend like you're sitting underneath an apple tree and start to reach to pick those apples, one arm at a time. Reach, keep breathing, reach. Feel that nice stretch as you reach one arm up. You feel that stretch down that side of the body. Keep reaching. And now slowly bring your reaches forward. So come and bring your hands forward like you're reaching towards me. The opposite elbow goes way back behind you. Nice deep breaths. Make sure you're breathing. Make sure both of your sit bones are grounded into the floor. And now take a deep breath. Reach both hands forward. Interlace your fingers and press the palms towards me. Okay, so now take a nice deep breath and bring those palms up towards the sky again. Find how tall you can be. Inhale deeply, exhale fully. Take one more deep breath. And then as you exhale, just start to lean a little bit over to the right so you feel that stretch all the way down the left side of the body. So take some deep breaths here, but try to keep both of your sit bones down on the floor. Nice deep inhalations, nice full exhalations. Okay, take one more deep breath. And then as you exhale, you're going to release your hands. Place your left hand on your right thigh and your right hand behind you. Take a deep breath. And then as you exhale, look over your right shoulder behind you. So take a deep breath and try to sit as tall as you can. And then exhale and twist your body to look behind you. Do one more time. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Now, the next time you inhale, you're going to come back to the front. Bring the arms up overhead. Okay, interlace your fingers and flip the palms up. And then when the next time you're breathing out, just kind of bend over towards that left side. So try to keep both of the sit bones down so that you can feel that long stretch down your side. Take one more nice deep breath. And then as you exhale, you're going to place that right hand on the outside of your left thigh, the left hand behind you. Take a deep breath and stack the spine tall. And then as you exhale, look over your shoulder behind you. Inhale, so we're looking over that left shoulder this time. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now the next time you inhale, come all the way back up to front. Reach those hands up. Interlace the fingers. And now bring your fingers, your hands, right behind the bottom of your head. Okay, so the elbows are splayed out to the side. Now take a deep breath and try to pull the elbows back a tiny bit. And then when you exhale, try to bring them together and round your back. Tuck your chin. Inhale, open up. Exhale, tuck the chin, bring the elbows together in front. Inhale, exhale, and one more time. Inhale and exhale. Okay, now release the hands from behind your head, interlace your fingers in front of you, and just kind of make a circle with your knuckles. So I'm making like a figure 8, okay, but you're just kind of loosening up your wrists here. Just taking some nice deep breaths. And then slow it down and unwrap your fingers. So we're going to come onto all fours. So if you're sitting on something, move it away. And you're going to stack your knees underneath your hips and your wrists underneath your shoulders. And you stay right where you are. I'm going to just turn to one side so you can see me better. Okay, so this is table pose. The fingers are pointing straight ahead and they're spread nice and wide. So really ground down into your hands like they're starfish on a rock. Now we're going to do some rounds of cat-cow. So your feet are flat on the floor. So as you inhale, you're going to tilt your tailbone up, lift your chin, bring your heart forward. And then as you exhale, you're going to tuck your tailbone, bring your chin to your chest, and round your back like a cat. So inhale, this is cow pose. Exhale, this is cat pose. And just linking your breath to movement, you're rolling your spine, getting it nice, warmed up. Inhaling deeply, exhaling fully, and just do a couple more rounds just like this, getting all the kinks out. Okay, and now the next time you are in cat pose where your back is rounded up, come back to neutral. I'm going to turn back towards the front. Okay, so now walk your hands out, maybe one hand length, take a deep breath and shift your weight forward and then make some circles with your hips. So as you're coming around to one side, you're inhaling, and as you are backing around, bringing your hips towards your heels, you're exhaling. So linking your breath to movement again. Okay, feeling out the hips, getting those warmed up, getting the shoulders warmed up. And the next time you're all the way forward, let's reverse it and go around the other way. And take one more nice big circle. You might find that they're getting bigger as you're doing them because your body's getting warmed up. And then come back to your table pose, checking to make sure that your knees are underneath your hips and that your wrists are right underneath your shoulders. So let's take the right foot, okay? And I'm going to turn so you can see my right foot here and just press that foot back. So we want to stretch out the calf on the right leg. Okay, so press the heel back behind you. Okay, and just send your breath to the back of the calf. And now if you'd like to, you can stay right here, or you can lift that leg up so it's in one nice long straight line. Feel like you're drawing your belly button back towards your spine. So engage your tummy muscles. And you can stay right here, or you can reach your left arm forward. Okay, so this is a bit of a balance, but it's also good for strengthening. Okay, and you're looking just ahead of your mat if you're on a mat. And we can do a little flow here, so feel free to give this a try. Take a deep breath, and then as you exhale, just tap your toe and your pinky down on the floor. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, tap both the toes and the pinky down. Inhale, lift up. And maybe one more time, tap down and lift up. Okay, so now replace the knee and the hand back onto the earth. And now you're just going to lift up your right knee and just do some little circles here. So just circle the knee around. And now circle it the other way. Okay, and now you're going to take that leg and you're going to bring it right out to the side. Okay, so once again, I'm going to turn so you can see me better from the front. But my right leg is out to the side and I'm kneeling on my left knee. Okay, so now you can slowly start to walk your hands up so that you're in a half kneel. Right leg's out to the side. Take a deep breath, reach for the sky. And then as you exhale, take that right hand, just light as a feather, put it on the leg and reach up and over with that left hand. So nice deep breath here, inhaling and exhaling. Okay, take one more deep breath. And then as you exhale, take that left hand and you're going to circle it down and place it on the floor. And then you're going to bring that right hand up. So this pose is called full moon. Okay, we had a full moon this morning. And so if you want to try to push your front forwards a little bit more, and we're taking up lots of space with our arms and legs. Inhale deeply, exhale fully. Nice deep breaths. And now take that right hand, circle it all the way around past your face and plant it right onto your mat in front of you. You bring that right leg in. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to turn. You're going to do your left leg now. All you got to do is press that heel back and get a nice stretch in your calf. Feel that stretch in the muscle behind the leg. Take some deep breaths here. You're pushing the heel back and almost feel like you're pushing your hands forward, like you're trying to stretch your mat or your blanket or your rug apart. Take some deep breaths here, inhaling deeply and exhaling. Don't forget to do that. Okay, and now you're going to lift the leg up. Okay, so you're kind of pushing through that heel still. Find your balance, start to draw your belly in. So pull the belly button back towards the spine and you can stay right here. Or if you'd like to, reach forward with the opposite hand. So your right hand is reaching forward. Take some breaths and you can stay here. You can take a little rest or you can do the flow. So take a nice deep inhalation and then as you exhale, tap your toe and your pinky down to the floor. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, and now exhale, place the hand and the knee back on the floor. And now you're going to lift up your left knee and just circle it around, making little or big circles, whatever you feel like doing. Okay, and now that we've lubricated that hip joint, we're going to extend the leg out to the side. So I'm going to turn to the front so you can see me fine. Okay, so we're on the hands and knees, and one knee, the right knee, and the left leg is extended out. Now start to walk your hands up. Bring your hands to prayer pose. Take a deep breath. Okay, inhale, reach for the sky. And then as you exhale, you're going to float that left hand right down onto your thigh and reach up and over with the right. Take some deep breaths. Enjoy this stretch that you have, that you're feeling down that right side. Okay, take one more nice deep inhalation. And then as you exhale, you're going to circle that right hand down onto the floor. And if you'd like to, lift the left hand up to the sky. Now, this is a lot. You can always put your hand on your hip. So you've got to do what's good for you. You have to notice how your body feels and you listen to what it needs. Nice deep breaths here. Inhaling deeply, exhaling fully. Okay, now we're going to circle that arm all the way around past the face. And we're going to walk the hands back under the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. So we're going to get ready to come into our first downward facing dog. So walk your hands maybe one hand distance in front of where they are. So they're in front of your shoulders. Now curl your toes under, okay? And take a nice deep breath, ground your hands into the mat and lift your knees and start to push back, lifting your hips behind you. So once again, I am going to turn to the side so that you can see me better. Okay, and take a moment here and shake your head and nod your head. Make sure that you are relaxing your face. And if you want to, we call this walking the dog, but you can press one heel down and then the other. So nice and slow. Perhaps you're pressing one heel down when you're inhaling and the other heel down when you're exhaling. Okay, and then just coming to stillness for a moment. Take a nice deep breath and then lower the knees, okay? And you're gonna walk the knees back behind you and you're gonna walk the hands out in front of you and come right down onto your belly for Sphinx Pose. So the elbows are right underneath your shoulders and you spread the hands nice and wide again like starfish. And have your tops of your feet flat down onto the mat or onto your rug or blanket. And kind of pull back your hands gently to feel like you're giving yourself a little more of a back bend. Take some deep breaths here. You're looking straight ahead. Okay, one more nice deep breath. Okay, now you're going to take your left hand and put it right underneath your shoulder. Take your right hand, put it underneath your shoulder. Hug your elbows close to you. And push up, and now curl your toes under and come back to your downward facing dog. Okay, so now it should feel familiar to you. Take a nice deep breath here. And then as you exhale, open your mouth and just exhale nice and loud through your mouth with a sigh, just like this. And let go of any tension you might have in your body. So now we're going to lift your right leg up. So just pressing it behind you. And now bring the knee forward and you're going to step the foot forward. So if you need to use your hand, you can. And you're going to lower your left knee down, flatten the foot. So you've got both hands to either side of your front leg. Okay. And now if you'd like to, you can bring the hands up onto the thigh. Okay, and if you want to, you can reach for the sky. Take some deep breaths here in Crescent Lunge. Okay, so you might want to look straight ahead or maybe up to where your wall meets your ceiling. And inhale deeply, exhale fully. Take a nice deep inhalation. And then circle the arms around you and interlace your fingers again behind your back. So your elbows can be straight or bent, but just start to bring your knuckles down towards the earth and lift your chest up. Nice deep breaths here. And now release your hands and taking your left hand, placing it right down to the inside of your right leg, and you can keep your right hand on your hip to turn towards the right, or if you'd like to, you can reach up with that hand. So whatever you feel is feeling good to your body, you can do the hip or reaching the fingertips up, and take some nice deep breaths in this twist. Okay, take one more breath. And then as you exhale, lower that hand. Okay, curl the toes under on your left foot, and you're gonna lift the knee. And if it takes a couple of steps, you can feel free to take as many little hops as you need, but you're gonna start to bring that leg forward so that it's right next to the right foot. And you're in a forward fold. So bend your knees as much as you need to, because you want to be hinging at your hip and not rounding the back. So think like you're trying to get your belly down onto your thighs, onto your legs. And then let go of the head and shake the head and nod the head. And just let go of the tension. If you want to, you can scrunch up your face or open your mouth wide and get rid of the tension in your face. And now ground your hands all the way down into the floor. Okay, and you're going to start to take a step back with your right foot. So you're going to do the same thing here. You're just going to lower your right knee and flatten the foot. Okay, so that your right foot is back and your left leg is forward. Okay, so I'm going to turn around so you can see me from this angle. You stay right where you are. And now you can start to walk your hands up onto your thigh and take a nice deep breath here. Feel like you're squeezing your legs together. Okay, that creates a nice strong base. Okay, and then if you'd like to, you can stay here, or you can reach up towards the sky. So taking some deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling in your crescent lunge. Nice deep breaths. Okay, take one more nice deep breath wherever you are. And then as you exhale, circle the hands around you, interlace your fingers. Now the elbows can be bent or straight, but just try to draw your hands down towards the floor. And breathe here. Again, your gaze should be straight ahead or up towards where the wall meets the ceiling. Okay, and take a nice deep breath. And then as you exhale, you'll release the hands. You're going to take your right hand, place it to the inside of the left foot. Take the left hand, put it on your hip. Or if you'd like to, you can reach up towards the sky. Okay, and you're just coming into a twist on the other side. Nice deep breaths. One more nice deep breath. And as you exhale, draw that hand down. Now place both hands to the inside of that left leg. Bring that left knee back so you're back in table pose, okay? And now spread the knees wide and overlap your big toes, sit back onto your heels and start to walk your hands out and coming into child's pose. So you can, if you can get your forehead onto the floor if you feel flexible and loose. Not everybody can do that, but you want to just try to relax your neck. Some people use blocks underneath their foreheads or a pillow. And just take some deep breaths, feeling the breath in the back, okay? You'll feel that in the back of your lungs. We always think about the front. We never think about the back. But we do have both sides. And now start to walk the hands up to the feet. Okay, and we're going to come back into table pose. Put the hands one hand length in front, curl the toes under, and lift back up into your downward facing dog. Take a breath here, and then look forward to your hands. And start to walk your feet up to your hands or your hands up to your feet. And now heel toe your feet apart so that they're the width of your mat or they're a little wider than your hips. And remember, you want to try to keep the knees nice and bent, bringing your belly down towards your thighs. And if you'd like to, grab each of your elbows for ragdoll and just swing back and forth. And just let go of the upper part of the body from the waist up. And then coming into stillness, release your elbows, put your hands on your hips. And now start to lift your head, keeping your knees bent and keeping your back straight. And then with strong, strong legs, start to come all the way up to standing. Okay, now just open and close your hands for a minute. Sometimes we get dizzy when we stand up after we've been upside down, like in downward facing dog. So sometimes this helps. Opening and closing, rocking from side to side. Okay, and now let's do some coat sleeves. So just twist the body from side to side, letting the arms flap on your body, letting go. And next we'll do a couple of warrior poses. We'll pose on each side. We'll do warrior one today. Okay, start to come to stillness. Now your feet are nice and wide. So if you're on a mat, they should be to either edge of your mat, or if you're not on a mat, make sure they're wider than your hips, okay? And now you're gonna take your right foot and bring it forward a little bit, and then kind of hop your left foot back a little bit. Now your right foot should be straight ahead, right along the edge of your mat, and the left foot behind you should be angled out a little bit, okay? Now take your hands on your hips and turn them towards me, and start to bend your front knee so that you track it. You bring it right over your ankle, but not forward of that, okay? You wanna stay right behind or right over the ankle. That's protective for your knees. It's very important for athletes to protect their knees. They're very vulnerable. Okay, bring your hands to Anjali Mudra, heart center. Feel like you are squeezing your inner thighs together, creating that nice, strong, stable base. And let's do a little arm flow. Okay, so I think you can see me. Maybe you won't be able to see the tops of my hands. I'm not sure, but you'll see what I'm doing with my arms. Take a deep breath. And then as you exhale, reach forward with the palms up, like you're giving something away. And then inhale, reach to the side. Exhale, reach up. And inhale, come, bring your palms in prayer pose to your heart center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Let's do that one more time. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Very good. You look great. Okay, so now straighten that front leg and just kind of bringing your face forward. Just hinge at the hip. Keep your back nice and flat again. And you're just leaning forward, making your back as flat as you can, feeling that stretch in the front, right in that front leg there. Take a couple breaths there, and then come all the way back up to standing. And now you're gonna hop your left foot back in, or up forward, bring it parallel or level with your right, and now we're gonna step the right foot back. So remember, you're keeping those feet wide. Okay, the front foot, your left foot is pointed straight ahead. It's parallel with the edge of your mat, and the other foot is angled out a little bit. Okay, and now you want to make sure that your hips are facing front, so you put your hands on your hips and just turn them a little bit. And then start to bend your front knee so it's just over the ankle. Okay, bring your hands to Anjali Mudra, heart center, and your warrior, and pull those inner thighs together, making your base very strong. Okay, and we'll do our arm flow here. So take a deep breath. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, open up. Exhale, reach up. Inhale, prayer to heart center. Exhale, like you're giving something away. Open up with your inhale. Reach up with your exhale. And prayer to heart. One more time. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Very, very good. And now, straighten that front leg. Put your hands on your hips. And just start to lean forward with a nice flat back until you feel that stretch behind the leg. Take some breaths here. Inhaling deeply, exhaling fully. Okay, and now release that knee and take a couple hops up with the right foot so that you're standing. You can bring your feet together, bring the hands to heart center. Okay, take a deep breath, reach for the sky. Now swan dive your hands, bend your knees, come all the way down and reach for the floor. Okay, inhale, place your hands on your shins, flatten your back and look towards me. Exhale, reach to the floor. And now you're going to walk your feet back, lower your knees, coming back to table pose, okay? And we're just going to drop our hips to one side or the other, doesn't matter which one, and bring the legs in front of you. Now we're coming into staff pose. So once again, rock a little bit from side to side, feeling your sit bones on the earth, just like your pet does before they curl up and settle down for a nap. And extend your legs in front of you. Now place your hands to either side of your hips and allow your hands to press down into the floor to make you taller. Draw the crown of your head, the top of your head up towards the ceiling, and now pull your toes back towards you. Seems like a very easy position to be in, but there's a lot more muscles working than what you see, right? Nice deep breaths here. Okay, so we're going to take the left leg and bring it in towards the chest, and now let the leg come out, the knee come out to the side, and bring the sole of your foot to the inside of your thigh. And if you want to, hold on to your left knee and give it a little shake up and down, just lubricating again. And now turning your heart center towards your right leg. So just turn your body, take a deep breath, inhale, and then as you exhale, start to reach for wherever the hands will find on your legs. So some people can get to their toes or their legs. Some people can only get to their thighs or just past the knee. Wherever your hands land is A-okay, okay? And now take a deep breath as you try to draw the top of your head towards me. And then as you exhale, just try to kind of fold down a little bit more. Okay, so inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Okay, and now inhale, come all the way back up. And now we're going to bend the right leg, bring the soles of the feet together right in front of you for Cobbler Pose. Again, try to lengthen your spine and sit tall, and take your thumbs and place them on the insides of your feet, by the balls of your feet, just behind the toes, and kind of open up your feet like they're a book and you're reading a book. Okay, take a deep breath. And then as you exhale, think about just again, hinging at the hip, keeping the back straight, and you can use your elbows to rest on the inside of your thighs, and take some deep breaths. So you don't want to round your back over. Try to think about keeping it as straight as you can and drawing the top of your head forward towards me. Take one more nice deep breath. Okay, and then as you exhale, release the pose, and now we're going to lift up that left leg and extend it out in front of you and bring that right foot right into the inside of your thigh. If you want to, grab hold of that right knee and give it a little shake. Okay, and then you're going to turn your body or your heart center towards that long leg. Okay, take a deep breath. And then as you exhale, hinge at your hip and let those hands find wherever they do on your leg, okay? And you'll notice that maybe one side is different than the other. We are all very uneven. That's part of being human. So what you can do on one side, you might not be able to do on the other side. And that's perfectly fine. So just take some deep breaths here as you lengthen your spine, and then as you exhale, see if you can fold a little bit more. You want to make sure your knees are straight, but they're soft, okay? So try not to tense up the leg too much. Try to relax into the stretch. Take one more nice deep inhalation. And then as you exhale, let's release the pose. Bring that right leg up, bring that left leg up, and we're going to start to roll down so that we come onto our backs. So all the way down. Okay, place your hands, palms down on the earth to either side of you. Bring your knees up to the chest. And now extend the legs straight up and push through your heels. This is called waterfall. Okay, and we're just reversing your circulation a little bit. It's always good to do that. I think the koala bears and the sloths have a very good idea when they hang upside down. And I can think of some other animals, bats. It's all good. It brings fresh oxygen to your head. And then now bend the knees, draw the knees up to your chest, hug them in tight and roll, rock and roll from side to side. And give your back a little massage. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to come into Shavasana, which is the most important pose in yoga. So you're going to let go of your knees, extend your legs out long, let them come, your heels come to either side of your mat or just a little wide, and then take the hands, let them rest on the floor with the palms facing up. Take a nice deep breath again. Inhale deeply, and then exhale through your mouth, and if you want to, make a sigh. And now start to relax your legs. Start to relax your arms. Let go. Relax your head. And feel the parts of your body that are touching the floor or the earth. And every time you inhale, feel how you're being supported. And every time you exhale, feel how you can rest down and just relax onto the floor or onto the earth. If you'd like to close your eyes for a moment. It's not too often we get to do that. And just pay attention to your breath again. Just follow your breath. Let go of all your worries. And now begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle your ankles and circle your wrists. and rock your head from side to side. Take a nice deep breath and reach your hands above your head on the floor and make a long, long stretch. Take up as much space as you can. And then the next time you take a long, slow breath out, bring your knees up to your chest again. Rock from side to side as you hug them in. And now just roll over onto your favorite side. And whatever hand is on top, use that hand on the floor to help push you back up. And then coming back to our seated pose, crossing the legs, bring your hands to your heart. Take a nice deep breath, reach for the sky. Exhale, bring the hands to your heart and bow your head to your fingertips, thanking yourself for taking good care of yourselves. And I thank you so much for joining me, sharing your presence and your practice with me this afternoon. The light in my heart bows to and honors the light in all of your hearts. Have a wonderful evening and a great rest of the week. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Beth. That was wonderful. And for those of you that are participating in the Total Body Challenge, today's mindfulness code word is tall. T-A-L-L, tall. Thank you. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you.
Would there be any
Thank you, Beth. I love it today. That's great. I really need it.
bye?
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.